In 2006, high schoolers Patrick Zweig and Art Donaldson are lifelong best friends and tennis doubles partners. After winning the Junior Open, they meet Tashi Duncan, a highly lauded young tennis prospect, to whom Patrick and Art are both attracted. Patrick invites Tashi to their hotel room, where the three make out but stop short of having sex. With the two boys playing each other the next day, Tashi says she will give her phone number to whichever wins. Patrick wins the match. Tashi and Art go on to play college tennis at Stanford University, while Patrick turns professional and begins a long-distance relationship with Tashi. A jealous Art questions whether Patrick loves Tashi. Patrick and Tashi fight when she gives him unsolicited tennis advice. Immediately after, Tashi suffers a severe knee injury at a match. Patrick returns to comfort Tashi, but she demands he leave, and Art and Tashi tacitly sever ties with Patrick. Art comforts Tashi and aids in her recovery, but Tashi is unsuccessful in resuming her tennis career. A few years later, Tashi reconnects with Art and becomes his coach. The two begin a romantic relationship. However, Tashi and Patrick run into each other in Atlanta and have a one-night stand which Art secretly notices. Over 13 years later, now married, Tashi and Art are a wealthy power couple with a young daughter. With Tashi as his coach, Art has become a top professional tennis player. He has won U.S. Open title away from a career Grand Slam, though he struggles to regain his form after recovering from an injury. Tashi enters Art as a wild card in a challenger event in New Rochelle, New York, so that he can boost his confidence by beating lower-level opponents. Patrick is now an unknown player living out of his car, scraping by on the winnings from lower-level tournaments, and happens to also enter the New Rochelle event. Starting at opposite ends of the seating, Art and Patrick beat their respective opponents until they find themselves facing each other in the tournament's final match. Patrick secretly asks Tashi to be his coach and lead him to one last winning season, sensing she is unhappy with Art, but she rejects him. The night before the final, Art informs Tashi he plans to retire at the end of the season, whether he wins the Open or not, despite knowing that Tashi is vicariously living her tennis career through him. Tashi tells Art that if he loses to Patrick, she will leave him. Afterwards, Tashi secretly meets with Patrick to ask him to throw the match to Art. Patrick reluctantly agrees, and Patrick and Tashi have sex. The day of the final, Tashi watches from the crowd as Art and Patrick are evenly matched. As Art takes the lead late in the match, Patrick begins to throw the match by serving repeatedly into the net. However, Patrick stops short of losing and instead taunts Art that he had sex with Tashi. An angry Art allows Patrick to score until they are again tied. In the final minutes,